Good evening, Carol and John shoppers. I forgot. I thought we were running through it. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's been a long day. We moved the Free Comic Book Day books again. So it's my third time. But we're super excited for Free Comic Book Day. I mean, Kyle spent about a half hour setting up this display, and it was perfect. We've been counting books, sorting books. They're ready to go. Tables are being delivered. Vendors are set up. And we did new comics this week. Mm-hmm. So it's a whole week. Free Comic Book Day is on Saturday. That's May 6th. This Saturday. The store will be open from 10 to 7. We will have tons of stuff going on in here, and we'll have plenty of signage and direction to the Free Comic Book Day room, the event space, which you can't miss because the sign is literally too big. We had to employ some new methods to hang it this year. I'm super excited about Free Comic Book Day, and I'll tell you specifically why, and these guys are going to get tired of hearing it, but I got so many effing cool t-shirts in the mail this week, but I still dug out my Free Comic Book Day t-shirt specifically for this video, even though I wanted to wear so many other different ones. But don't worry, they're not going anywhere.
Next week.
Yeah, we'll start next week. But yeah, there are 40, actually Battle Quest Comics, a small company, sent us a little small stack of, so there's 48 free comic books to give away. We've got a bunch of freebies to put in your bag at the end of the line, and at the beginning of the line, I'm sure you saw John's Facebook posts. Wait, John's on Facebook? Just kidding. John's Facebook post, we have 1,000 graphic novels to give away, and there's like everything from Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Ultimates, what am I missing? Archie, Star Trek. There's 1,000 graphic novels to give away. There's probably 6 or 8 different ones. You can pick one of those. The first 1,000 people in the line get to pick a graphic novel right at the beginning of the line. You can't miss it. Just get in line for your free comics. That's all you gotta do. You just gotta show up, high five me as I pass you, or Kyle or Andrea or John Shear if they want to get touched. But yeah, we're super stoked and we're really in good shape. So that's all I have to talk about besides the new books, right?
First appearances.
Well, first of all, Andrew's here, John Shear's here. We're all currently rested and going to stay rested, and we're ready for Saturday, so we're stoked to see that. But yeah, let's do first appearances. All Marvel this week. Yeah.
It's a big Marvel week.
It's Marvel week. Spider-Man 2099 starts a new miniseries, Dark Genesis. We'll get to it in a minute on the table, but this is the first appearance of Carnage 2099, and apparently the first appearance of Blade 2099. So you're going to have to buy the book, read it, and tell us where he is, because Kyle was super stoked and we couldn't find him. Unless he's that little old lady in the beginning.
Please.
And she might be.
They might be, yeah. Edge of Spider-Verse #1 we were all super stoked about because these miniseries are awesome. Is the first appearance of not Spider-Rex, though that's a great story, Spider-Killer, who's on one of the covers we'll get to in a minute. And then Cult of Carnage Misery is the first appearance of this woman turning into Misery, but also of Corwin Jones, who later becomes Madness. It is a summer of symbiotes, but we'll talk about that when we're done with Image. Right.
Yeah.
John, might as well mention it now so we don't mention it at the end with a dud. John Dudas put out some new half-off graphic novels. So that's cool. There's a box on the table. I'm sure more to come. And then we've got some merchandise, a Batman Killing Joke diorama display figure, I guess is one to say. They put it out because of the One Bad Day storyline being so popular, but you've got this awesome display of the Joker in his classic Killing Joke pose. So that's pretty cool for $160. I think it's pretty much, I opened it, it's pretty much the size of this box. So it's very big and very Jokery. Back by popular demand. Isn't that the line we were dropping on this one?
It is.
This Beta Ray Bill Marvel Select figure is freaking awesome. We sold out of it instantly when we had it a couple months ago, but I put it on back order and it showed up. So we got more awesome Beta Ray Bill action figure, and it's got this really cool, you can't see it anywhere. I'm sorry.
You're good.
But it's got a spinning hammer.
Do the spin. Yeah.
I want to go home. But on to Image for new books, since I can't leave. The Least We Can Do entire miniseries collected in trade paperback, and then the last volume of Stillwater. This collects the one-shot and issues 13 through 18 of I would say a half-staff favorite.
It's great.
It's Chip Zdarsky. It's a great book from start to finish. Well, we hopefully to finish because we didn't read the last issue yet. Love Everlasting is on issue number 7. So that's from Tom King. Junk Rabbit on issue number 2. We got Hey Kids Comics from Howard Chaykin on issue number 2. And The Almighties on issue number 4. Above that, image number 1 this week, Star Signs. Yeah. Is a story about the zodiac signs as constellations falling from the sky and giving people related superpowers. So they're going to be a super team. This one deals with one sign falling and one lady coveting that sign. So there's some questions.
It's a cool back cover.
Oh, it is a cool back cover. Look at all the signs.
Oh, yeah.
What do you know? We've got cover A for that one. It's a super colorful book, also worth mentioning. We've got cover A for that one, and we've got cover B.
I
also.
like B.
I like B too. They look like Take Me to Your Leader. It's kind of cute. Next to that image, original graphic novel, I guess, from Jeremy Hahn. It's Hauntology, and it's 28 different short stories, all spooky. That is true. Bloodstained Teeth has volume 2 in paperback, and I honest to God don't know what this next thing is. Oh, it is a novel featuring Aranya when she was Spider-Girl.
And Spider-Man 29.
Oh,
Miguel.
dope. Well, there you go. I think there's a movie coming out with him in it.
I think so.
From the Star Wars side of Marvel this week, we've got Darth Vader number 33. We've got Yoda number 7. We've got Dr. Aphra number 31. Star Wars number 34, which is worth mentioning. It is a first cameo appearance of a Star Wars character, which is sometimes lucrative in the future. Yep. And then Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary, Lando one-shot.
The Lando's playing Sabak
Mm-hmm.
for the life of Chewbacca.
Oh. Chewbacca could take care of himself. Demon Wars, the Scarlet Sin is the last chapter in Peach Momoko's Demon Wars stuff for Marvel, for the time being anyway, but it says it's the last chapter. So that'll be your cover A featuring Peach Momoko. Stephanie Hans did a cover with Scarlet Witch on there. You've got Guru Hiru for this cover, and then Kevin Eastman on a low-key homage cover to Avengers number 4. And then a 1 in 25 variant finishing off that row. Right?
Yeah,
I got them all right? I got them all right? All right,
Yeah,
sweet.
you kick butt on that.
We just went over them, so we practice. Scarlet Witch, issue number 5 of Steve Orlando's ongoing series. That'll be your cover A, and then we've got the Spider-Verse cover. For that one, that'll be the theme for the covers this month for Marvel. A couple more collected editions. Mighty Marvel Masterworks has the 3rd volume of Avengers out. We've got Wakanda, the complete miniseries that finished up earlier this year, and the 2nd part of the 1st season of Mandalorian. So, part 1, part 2 on this one. Little collected edition from Marvel, also the most recent Venom trade paperback. That'll be volume 3 with all the dark web tie-in stuff. And we might as well do the collected Marvels up here. Avengers West Coast has an epic collection. That'll be California Screaming. And then it's almost like we spend all day together and then the jokes just form by osmosis. And then the first in Marvel's modern era epic collection, so just like epic collections but modern, Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider.
Which, shout out to Mike, he just got the first appearance of Spider-Gwen this week. So, Grail book for him.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
I like a good Grail book. Where were we? Yeah. Honorable mention. Let's do this.
Okay.
Oh, well, there he goes.
Spider-Man Life Story Extra. So the original printing of this had the 6-issue miniseries in there. This has the 6-issue miniseries plus the annual. The annual deals with how J. Jonah Jameson has dealt with Spider-Man throughout the decades. And if you haven't read the Spider-Man book and you like Spider-Man, you should absolutely read this Spider-Man book. It is great. If you don't like Spider-Man or are just tangentially interested, you should read this book. Zdarsky crushed it on this one. It starts off in the 60s and works its way through each decade all the way until the aughts, till the 2010s, and it's wonderful. Tells an epic story in the best way possible.
And the rub is that Peter Parker ages like a normal human being.
Yes.
Like as if he would have aged naturally. not comic book aged. Cool, that's it. Yeah. So single issues from Marvel. We've got Immortal X-Men number 11 with some storm covers. That'll be cover A. This will be your 1 in 25 variant, and this is your Quiet Council themed variant for X-Men stuff. Right above that, throwing myself off. Spider-Man number 8. Number 7 was a huge hit because it was the first appearance of Spider-Boy. This is the second appearance of Spider-Boy officially.
Yes.
Spider-Boy plays a big part in the Spider-Verse stuff going on in this issue. We've got the Ramos variant for that one, and then the Rob Liefeld Homager.
Yeah, I don't know why they call it.
Homager? I don't know. It's an homage variant with Deadpool with the Secret Wars jazz hands. Right above that, Spider-Man 2099, Dark Genesis. This will be the first of a 5-issue miniseries, just like the one that wrapped up in 2021-ish, too. Yeah, but all Carnage stuff. The Marvel is doing a Summer of the Symbiotes event.
Yeah.
More like all of their events / crossovers / one-shot / like fun stuff that they're pumping all has to do with a symbiote in one way or another. So we'll get to a few of those today and all summer. So I hope you like Carnage. That's cover A. We've got a 1 in 25 variant, which is kind of a design variant.
They call it a manual handbook variant.
Handbook variant. Thank you, Kyle. And then Reese is on cover here, and the frame variant next to that, which is rad. Joe Fixit finishes up a miniseries with number 5. Yeah. Above that, we've got Moon Knight number 23. And what do you know? More symbiotes teaming up with Venom for this issue, and I think the next one, if not just the foreseeable future. Next to that's going to be your Spider-Verse variant for Moon Knight of number 23. And then we got a big number 1 from Marvel. Groot number 1 of 5 kicks off a miniseries because I think there's a movie coming out this week.
I think so.
Groot in this issue is teaming up with Captain Marvel and a bit of the other Kree fleet. And it's adorable. He's got little Groot buddies. They fight. Do you want to do it?
You could say it.
You want me to say
I'm
it?
excited, but say
They
it.
fight a new to us creature called chainsaws, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are dinosaurs made of chainsaws.
Yes.
They're awesome. I was going to show you, but you should just get the book.
Yeah,
It's a great book and chainsaws.
Yes.
Their mouths are chainsaws.
Some of their tails. It's awesome.
There's a lot of chainsaws going on. So yeah, that's one reason of many to pick up Groot number 1. We didn't have a lot of pre-orders for it. So if you do like it, please put it on your list so we know how many to order for number 2. Next to that is a variant hilariously by an artist with the last name Wood. So this is the Wood variant. Next to it, you've got Scotty Young's variant. And then we're moving on. Let's do this. X-Men is in a bit of a state of flux. So this is X-Men Before the Fall, Sons of X. It's going to be a series of one-shots, all titled X-Men Before the Fall. If you'd like them, we have a list for all of them. So please just tell us, and we'll get you all of them. I think they're doing 1 or 2 a month for the next 3 months. Seems like the X-Men are on the way out in one way or another.
The main core of them, yes.
Well, they're in a hole right now. So that's your cover A that Kyle just showed you. And then cover B is Paquette.
Yep.
Continuing with the Summer of Symbiotes, you've got the Cult of Carnage Misery. So this will establish some more side symbiote characters in the Marvel Universe. Next to it, you got Stegman on a cover, and then the Window Shades variant, which is actually pretty well executed.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Not gonna lie, yeah, like not all of them are great. Some of them are duds, but that one's awesome. Next row up is all Edge of Spider-Verse. There are 2 stories in here. One for Spider-Rex, which is fantastic. He fights a Spider-Rex Venom and saves a weirdly small Mary Jane.
Yes. He also has a theme song.
Oh yeah, he does come up with his own Spider-Rex theme song.
Yes. And you can sing it to the original Spider-Man theme song if you feel like it.
I so feel like it.
I
the
did.
Edge of Spider-Verse. I know, I was here. Edge of Spider-Verse is a 5-issue miniseries, just like the previous Edge of Spider-Verses. So this will be number 1 in that one. Let us know if you'd like it added to your pull list. Next to it, we've got a Howard the Duck variant, Scotty Young variant, Spider Killer variant, which is probably a good pull because first appearance of the character, and then Edge of Spider-Verse number 1 connecting variant, which got both of them on there. Filled in the spot with the last of the miniseries for Avengers War Across Time. That's number 5. And then big at the top of the table, Carnage Reigns Alpha is part 1 of the Carnage Reigns crossover, which will go through a couple of the Spider-Man books. I think it's just Miles Morales.
It goes through Miles, it goes through Carnage, and Red Goblin.
Yeah. If you'd like to subscribe to most of the Summer of Symbiote stuff, there are checklists in the back of the Symbiote books this week, including this one. Very full one-shot issue to kick this off. I think it's $6. Nope, $8, but it is...
It's one main story, and then there's 3 backup stories that tie in with what's going on too.
Like legitimately, like within, like they'll say like happening now, happening a week before, happening like a month before, and it's got the new Carnage, the new Cletus Cassidy with Iron Man symbiote armor type stuff going on, and it's pretty great, and it's a lot of Miles Morales. So if you're digging Miles and you want to see like what Carnage did to him beforehand and how it affects him, this is the book for you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Carnage. There's a lot of Carnage going on.
Yeah.
This variant is by Lim, but not Ron Lim. It's a different Lim.
Kendrick.
Thank you. I was gonna butcher that. I was gonna guess, and I know I was gonna get wrong. This is your connecting variant, Clark. Nailed it. And then 1 in 25 variant. Wow, that's Miles. Screwed. Top of the DC table. Kind of a rare get for us, but we put a Black Label book at the top of the DC table because we all loved it. This is probably our unanimous staff pick of the week. Peacemaker Tries Hard is a 6-issue miniseries that is thematically the show on paper. If you don't read this as John Cena talking, you're insane.
Yeah. There's no reason not to. Yeah,
you loved it.
It was a lot of fun. Basically, like there's. I mean, again, if you've seen the show, this is the book for you. If you haven't seen the show, now you can see the show just by reading the book. But my favorite parts are with, like, the brain and Masala, and he's just very happy to see a big giant monkey with a big giant gun. And it's great.
I would do anything for peace. Oh, yeah? Would you eat poop for peace?
Done. And he would.
And he would. A whole bucket of it. We've got a few covers for that one. That's cover A with the cute little dog and his... The dog's name is my favorite, too. Then you get Barron's doing a really great cover. Please notice the detail of a peace sign made out of bullet shells. And then a... Say it.
Spiffy Shiny.
Spiffy shiny foil cover. And I'll let you do the rest of DC, Mr.
Yeah.
Shearer.
So, Adventures of Superman John Kent. He's in the Injustice universe right now, and that Superman has said, take a look around. And he does. And that happens in this issue here. So that's the regular cover, and then we have a 1 in 25 variant for that. The next big number 1 is Shazam. It's the Dawn DC. It's Mark Waid writing Shazam. And Shazam is like, it's Billy Batson, and he's just trying to figure out what's going on. And he... the lead up into this, according to the app, is he is eventually going to face off against all the people that his letters sign up for.
Then he gets his powers from.
Yes.
Yeah, essentially.
So yeah. So that's the first issue there.
The
It's a good
end
first
is,
issue.
The end is very shocking.
Yes.
To be honest with you, like it's a good Shazam number 1, which is not a sentence I say very often.
So we've got the Samney cover B variant, and then we have the 1 in 25 variant for that there. Next to that, Poison Ivy number 12. We have no regular covers.
Worth mentioning that they forgot to send us like half of them. So if you don't have Poison Ivy in your file and you think you should, it's probably because we had to skip you, and we'll have it for you when they replace them.
Yes. So we've got the 1 in 25 variant for that there. But thematically, next to it is the DC facsimile of Batman 181 with first appearance Poison Ivy. So we've got that, if you'd like that. The next big one, Batman 900, issue 135. Many Batmans. This is a monster issue in terms of, do we give away?
No, but I'll say something.
Okay.
I'll say something that we normally don't say. If you are on the fence about reading this Batman issue, spoil it for yourself.
Yes.
Like, go ahead, look online, see what's in it, and you will. I guarantee you will come in and pick up a copy.
Yes.
It is a journey across the multiverse. It wraps up this story arc, and the end is like phenomenal. I wanted to hate it so bad, but it's awesome. But yeah, if you are on the fence, spoil it for yourself.
Yes.
It's okay.
That's the best way to
It's
do
okay.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, if there's some stuff that you won't expect, even if you haven't been reading
ongoing Batman, there's some stuff in there that will make you want to buy this issue.
Yes, that's a great way of putting it. So we've got the regular cover there. We've got the Mao cover
NGU.
and new cover, the new cover, the Casada variant
Cover C.
with many Batmans, the Artgerm variant, the Neil Adams variant. Then below that, we've got the Spiffy Shiny.
Yep.
Spiffy Shiny Artgerm 1 in 50 variant.
Oh.
And then the Bermejo 1 in 25 variant right there. And then next up, Flash, picking up after the 1 Minute War. Honestly, you've got Mr. Terrific on the cover, but my favorite thing is Our Man, the android Our Man, is back in this one.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought it was JSA Hour.
Nope. Cool. For me, I like that Our Man. We've got the 1 in 25 variant for it there with lots and lots of flashes, and the Spiffy Shiny variant 1 in 50
They prefer
right
to be
there.
called speedsters.
Flashes. Batman Joker Deadly Duo issue 7 of 7 finishes off the story, and it finishes off very, very well. I liked it a lot. Silvestri.
Big week at DC reading this
Oh
week.
yeah, it was great. So we got the regular cover by Silvestri. We have the Bisley. I'm going to call this one the Joker cover because Joker's prominent right there, but it could be the Batman cover. And we've got the other Bisley cover. All right,
Here.
Batman cover,
Yeah.
Batman cover, Joker cover.
Yeah.
There we go. And then we've got the Jock variant. We have the 1 in 25 John Boy Myers variant. We have the 1 in 50 Silvestri variant, and then the 1 in 100 variant, which I want to say is Sienkiewicz, but it's not. It's just the 1 in 100 variant.
Can I remind everybody, too, that the last time Jock did a variant that was very similar to this, it shot up in price to $200 within a year.
So
So
we have one copy.
we have 3.
So, but yeah. So
For
we got
$6,
that.
it might be a good investment. That's all I'm saying.
Joker, Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue 8, still great. This one, Joker is fighting Wayland, the Killer Croc. We've got the, what was it? The Matina. It's a
Matina,
Matina
yeah.
variant. So the Matina variant, and then the 1 in 25 variant right there. More Batman with the audio adventures on issue number 6. And then to go back a little bit, Green Arrow. We're still waiting on regular covers, but if you want the really cool blank cover, it's all in green, and I'm a big fan of the blank covers. We've got that there. So, and if you can't wait for the other covers to come in, pick that up. We've got Superman, the 85th anniversary edition. It's chock-a-block full of good Superman stories. It's, I mean, oversized and cool, and all of $50. More Shazam, Jeff Smith's Monster Society of Evil's been reprinted in hardcover. Sandman Mystery Theater, a John Dudas pick of the week. I've read all of it, and it's really, really great. It's 1930s noir superhero stories, and all drawn by Guy Davis. Looks really cool. Good book.
And resolicited as part of the Sandman universe.
Yes.
Like Sandman.
Yeah. Superman Space Age, $30 gets you all 3 issues by Mark Russell and Mike Allred, and it is just a wonderful Superman story for the ages. It starts off great. It's set during like the space age, like the space race, like with Kennedy and everything like that, and it's perfect.
Start to finish.
Yeah, just a wonderful book.
If you've been in the shop at all and listened to us talk about Superman, we've always recommended Superman Alien. That was probably our pick of the year for 2021. This is our Superman pick of the year for this year, hands down.
Yeah. Teenie Howard's Catwoman is on volume 2. And then we move on to small press stuff, Where Monsters Lie. Andrea and I's like one of our favorite books. Final issue. It's great. I want more, and they're going to give me more. So hopefully. So yeah. From IDW, Breath of Shadows, issue number 4. And then next to that, our other big pick of the week.
Yeah, we got 3 big ones this week
Yeah.
as far as graphic novels go. Dark Spaces Wildfire, written by Scott Snyder. It's part of like a Dark Spaces imprint, I guess, where he's doing stuff for IDW. But he wrote this one. It's about a heist
during a forest fire by ex-cons. And there's twists and turns, there's intrigue, there's betrayal. It's a great 5-issue miniseries for under $20. It's $14.99. Probably the best $15 you can spend in the store this year so far.
Yeah.
We ordered a ton of them because one of our employees is a firefighter. I don't remember which one. But it's phenomenal. It's got great, colorful, color-coordinated artwork, like based on what characters the story's focusing on at that moment. It's a great character study, and it's a great, concise crime story.
It's great.
It's near perfect for $15.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely. Finishing up with some small press, because we got some extra. Parker Girls number 7 from Terry Moore. You've got By the Horns number 8. We've got a really cool one-shot called Grim Space Pinocchio, but it's spelled a little odd because it is a sci-fi reimagining of the Pinocchio story, which is awesome. There's a weird-looking whale. Geppetto's like a space junker. It's really cool. It's a great little one-shot from Scout Comics. Animal Castle is one of our top picks as far as small press you didn't know you liked last year.
Yeah.
So this is volume 2, picking up right where Animal Castle left off. Also, coincidentally, a free comic book day book, which is pretty neat.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Nice.
Oni brings us Lamentation number 1, so Cullen Bunn's writing some more horror. Surprise, surprise. Andrea, our resident horror expert, read it and said it would make a better movie.
I think so. I think the premise is really good. It kind of depends on where they're going to go with it.
It's a compelling cover, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, if you want to give some horror a shot, Cullen Bunn usually doesn't steer people wrong with that. Power Rangers. What?
It's Buffy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the Buffy summer special. One shot. The Lost Summer, that's what it's called.
Oh, well, they should probably go find it. Power Rangers TMNT wraps volume 2. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, wraps up with number 5 of 5. Then we've got TMNT Usagi Yojimbo on number 2. That'll be your Stan Sakai cover. This will be your Eastman cover, and this will be your 1 in 10 variant. You might notice that there is some small press missing from the table. UPS actually never texted me back, I'm now realizing. But UPS forgot a box. We'll hopefully have them tomorrow morning, but if not, if it's on your file, we'll get it in your file. Don't worry about that. Awesome Deluxe Superman action figure from last week we still have here on the table, featuring all the bells and whistles and extra figures to turn your Clark Kent into Superman. You've been noticing that we've been stocking Bluey books for some easy reading. So we've
sold
got
a ton this weekend.
Yeah, we got a lot of Bluey sold. There's more coming. Bluey's on the table. We've got a new volume of My Hero Academia. We've got a couple books from last week. Map Makers for young adults. Sunshine for young adults. Last Comics on Earth is tying into a free comic book day book. But then new at the bottom, you've got Lo and Behold. We got Katie the Cat Sitter. Ariel and the Curse of the Sea Witches from Disney. Cuphead has a... What the hell? I gotta look closer at the table before we do this. Cuphead has an easy step into reading book. And then we got Betty and Veronica Game On, which is a one-shot with Archie. It's Mario Kart with Betty and Veronica. What is going on at the bottom end of this table? And then Star Wars High Republic Adventures is on number 3 of 4. And it's actually a Star Wars Nameless Terror without a first appearance of Star Wars in it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But that's it for our table this week. It is rainy and crappy outside, so I hope everybody's staying safe there. But also worth mentioning at the very end of this, that Friday and Saturday for Free Comic Book Day are looking beautiful on the forecast. Sunny, no rain, little wind. I'm so jazzed. We're going to be T-shirts. Anybody else got anything?
Nope.
That's it for your Tuesday night?
for Saturday.
Yeah, we're all ready for Saturday. Don't forget to visit clevelandreads.com and register your graphic novels because they count.
Yep.
But we'll see you all Saturday. Well, tomorrow for your comics, and then Saturday for your free comics. Oh, there it is.